All right, so here we go, guys. Live at 5, 6 for some of you. My apologies. I totally forgot today is the day we turn back the clock. So we're an hour behind all my friends who are in the Caribbean and the rest of the world, besides North America. My apology. I should have said, this was going to be an hour late for some of you. But I'm here. Sunday, November 3rd, 2024. Somehow it feels like this is oh, by the way, it's 53 degrees in South Ozone, Queens, New York. So I'm kind of chilly. I've got have it under t-shirt, but nothing crazy. And just to let you know that I will not be on the live at 5 next Sunday. I will be at the live at 5, meaning I'll be at the South Dakota circuit. So more than likely I won't be. Hi, Mr. Andy. How's Clinton? So more than likely I will not be able to broadcast. I will try. I have a problem when I go to Guyana with the data. My cell phone works, but I don't seem to be able to post videos and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and see if I can rectify that when I get there Friday. This is based on my last experience, 21st of April this year, when I went down for the first time and tried to do a live or, post some videos. I was unable to because of the data, whatever, my phone, even though connected to Wi-Fi, has a hard time sending data. So anyway, so my apologies. I guess we're an hour behind you guys in the Caribbean. And so it would have been 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock here, maybe 5 o'clock in Canada, Mr. Irwin. You can text me if you can tell me the time, it would be nice. So like I said, this feels like the peak of my show. As you would have recalled, I first launched the Live at 5 for my 60th birthday, which was the 28th of July, 2024. And I was late by maybe 2 hours, 15 minutes or something, based on me trying to do my first live without, figuring out the logistics of, getting 5 riders out of New York to, sit here with me and discuss grass track racing. So like I said, today is kind of the peak of the lives that I've done so far. I'm on time. Even though I'm late, I'm on time. And when I started out, I only had the information of discussing, the birth of grass track racing in Guyana and the guys that were responsible for it. I had reached out to everybody and got information from them and, confirm how it went down in the 70s. Today, it's somewhat different. My main thing on the agenda today is the participation of Team CAMS, which I'm happy to announce I will be managing Team CAMS for the visit on the 9th and 10th of November in South Dakota circuit in Temeri, Georgetown, Guyana. And I'd like to congratulate the guys. They have come a far way. We have a total of 17 participants and cars enrolled. Some of the cars were shipped last Thursday, and hopefully they get there next Thursday. So based on that information, 2 or 3 cars are still in the limbo. We don't have. We're expected to get them cleared and everything in time for the event, but that's based on the customs department in Guyana. So, fingers crossed. We have 17 tentative well, I'd like to take that back. We have 17 participants so far, hoping they all get their cars. This has taken Team Cam's 24 years to put together, and it is the largest contingent of drivers and cars we have ever put forward so far. It comes in a timely manner when the Guyana Motor Racing and Sports Club, I think they're being supported only by their Trinidadian counterparts with the Mazda Miata Racing Series, and one guy, Mr. Brandon Singh, in a Group 1. So I would consider this a very timely contribution on behalf of CAMS after 24 years. I'd like to say shout out to Team Trinidad, which is, like I said, the Mazda Miata series being run off in Guyana. Anyone with a Mazda Miata, I think, can join in. There is a young lady there out of the US. I don't have a lot of information, but I have seen her name is Christine Chaneke or something to that effect, that may be racing a Miata in that series. I would also like to bring you update on the motocross part of my project that I started in 2023. I've got a major update on the formation of a body, including Mr. Joel Fredericks, Mr. Dave Young, Mr. Manley Thomas, and Motor Sharks, which are still swimming around in Georgetown somewhere. Can't seem to find them. But once I do, I will bring that update to you. So I have here a list of the competitors on behalf of CAMS that are participating, some of which are already in Guyana. I posted a video earlier, not a video, I posted 2 and 3 cars that were up there already at the track. The pictures were sent by the president of CAMS, Mr. Afraz Ali, and it included Mr. Sunil Nath, Team Blue with his Honda Civic, Mr. Compton London, his son Alex London, who is piloting a Group 2 Honda Civic. So they were at the track this afternoon late. I posted 2 pictures of them. So I know the guys are ready to go. Mr. Neil Prasad is also there. He has been there for a few days, and he's working on his Group 2 Civic. So taking it from the top, leading the Team CAMS contingent is no other than the president, Mr. Afraz Ali. He's driving a brand new Group 2 Civic. First time cars in the country already. I don't know what the status, if he made it to the track today or not. He will also be piloting his Starlet, his turbocharged Starlet, which I think runs in the Starlet group, maybe Group 2, Group 3, if he's competitive. He is strongly supported by Mr. Mohan Rangasamy, veteran from the 80s, started racing Ford Cortinas with Mr. Shazim and himself, Team Junkyard Dog. Those of you who remember Suzuki would remember the Junkyard Dog as being the most competitive Ford on the track. You know, I got my ass whipped a couple of times by the car. I just couldn't keep up with that car. He is followed by Mr. Quinlan Lal, the baby of our team. We call him, Baby Quinn. He is racing his 2-frame 3rd Gen RX-7. First time the car is going to be running in the country. Phenomenal car. I think I posted an inboard video earlier today with Quinn at the New Jersey Motorsport track earlier in the year. Mr. Quinn that car was in Trinidad, never ran in Guyana, and it is something to look forward to. Tube frame Mazda RX-7 third gen. Quinn is an open wheel driver, participates in lots of different races in the US. So he's very experienced. Even though he's young, he's really, really good. You got to watch out for the kid. You have seen him before in the Mazda Miata. He raced a lot in Trinidad with that Mazda Miata, but this is a brand new two-frame RX-7. He's followed by his uncle, Mr. Chris Lal, owner of the Shawnee gas station at the junction of the Soesdijk-Linden Highway. Very popular gas station. He will be piloting his Honda Civic in Group 2, car number 158. Newcomer to Guyana, not to the track, Mr. Alex London. He's the son of Compton London. He will be piloting a Group 3 Honda Civic. Awfully fast car. I've seen the car run up at New Jersey Motorsports, where it was tested before being shipped to Guyana. So look out for Mr. Alex, young Mr. Alex London, son of Compton London, in his Group 3 Civic. I think that's the only Group 3 Civic in our class, in our group. Then you have Mr. Mark Samaru, son of Lenny Samaru of Grass Track fame, Lenny Baba Samaru, who was a champion on the grass track. They'll be running Group 3 and 4 with that Mazda Miata. Lenny driving in the Group 3 and Mark piloting the Miata in the Group 4. We have veteran Mr. Neil Prasad, also of grass track origin. He started racing grass track with me in the 90s, migrated to the US, became a full-fledged automotive mechanic, worked for Meineke and a few other places, moved to Florida. He built a Group 4 Honda Civic with a rear engine, rear wheel drive. He has since put that car on the side. He's now piloting a brand new Group 2 Civic. Mr. Neil Prasad, you can look out for him, and his buddy, Mr. Kemal Rahman, one-arm wonder boy of the RX-7 fame. He's driving a Honda CRX in Group 2. Sunil Knott, Team Blue, he's driving the Gas and Go Civic, which I posted up late today at the track. So you got Mr. Sunil Knott in the Gas and Go Civic. You got Mr. Aaron Betoon, former president of the Motor Racing Club a few years back. He will also be piloting a Honda Civic. He is joined by Mr. Damien Singh, son of Derek Singh of the Tarmac Civic fame. They no longer race that car. They're now racing a brand new Honda Civic in the Group 2, which was acquired from Trinidad sometime few years back. I think it was Mr. Ravi Singh's daughter's car, Bridget's car. So Damien is in a new Civic this year. You got Mr. Emran Baksh breaking the Civic phenomenon. He is driving a Mazda RX-7 second gen in the Group 2 races. He's using a 12V engine, which should get him in the Group 2. So we'll see how that works out. Then you've got Mr. Rakesh Harnanan, who acquired Mr. Banner. RX-7 should be driving in the Group 2 as well, 12V engine again. Mr. Terry Rodriguez of Honda Civic fame, he's driving his old Honda Civic. And you got Mr. Aubrey Mitchell, which should have shipped out his S2000, bringing up the pack with the group in the Group 3. So there you have it, guys. 17 people listed out of the US to participate, barring no shipping failures or anything. These guys should have their cars ready to go. I would also like to say shout out to Team Trinidad, which has shipped, I think it's 11 Miatas to Guyana. I did not follow up to find out if the cars were there already, but I did post the date they were shipped. And let me see if I can find that quickly. No, I don't have that list of drivers out of Trinidad. They will only be participating in the Mazda Miata series, and they are taking a lone Group 1 driver, Mr. Brandon Singh, cousin of Mr. Ravi Singh. He'll be driving a Honda Civic in that Group 1. So there you have it. 11 cars out, 11 Mazdas out of Trinidad, and one Honda Civic in the Group 1. So that's about it on the car scene. I would, like I said, I would like to tell you guys a little bit about, how I got to this position. I hope you bear with me. Like I said, on July 28th, 2024, for my 60th birthday, I decided I was going to go live on a YouTube channel. It had been my intention to do this for a very long time, but I always dragged my feet on it. I was asked in April of 2023 by the Motor Sharks Club of Georgetown to come down and open a series of motocross racing to start motocross racing in the country. Hi, Mr. Ramchan. Happy belated birthday. So in 2023, April of 2023, I went down there and declared open motocross series, which ran 4 events for the year. 2 were hosted by the Motor Sharks of Georgetown, one by the Mainstay Group of Company, Mr. Joel Fredericks, and one was hosted in Bartica, the Red Earth Riders of Bartica, headed by Mr. Dave Young. At that time, I had no contact with Mr. Dave Young. Now I do, and like I said, I've got some big news for Motocross 2025. We'll give you the information as we go along. After returning from the last event, December 2nd, 2023, in Georgetown, we had a little bit of a fallout with the Motor Sharks regarding a sponsorship I had contributed towards, the entire year. And they did not see it fit to put my name on the banner as a sponsor or contributor. And, it didn't end too well. So far, I have not heard back from that club. Meanwhile, the Mainstay Group had their August motocross Mainstay race, annual, second for the year, and they're running strong. Mr. Dave Young also had an event earlier in the year, which I did not have information on, but I found out after the fact that the guys were racing in Bartica. As time went along, I made contact with Mr. Joel Fredericks, Mr. Dave Young of the Red Earth Riders in Bartica, and lastly, Mr. Manly Thomas. I finally got a hold of the guy somewhere out there in Letton. He has a bunch of riders. Their club is called the Road Kings Southsider. This name is giving me trouble. Zyda, but by now OMC. I'm gonna have to talk to Mr. Manley on getting the correct pronunciation of that club. So there you have it. Mr. Joel Fredericks of the Mainstay Motocross, Mr. Dave Young, Red Earth Riders of Bartica. Last week I said Barbados, I'm sorry. Red Earth Riders of Bartica. And Mr. Manly Thomas of the Road Kings in Lethem, Ashalton. We are hoping to put this group of racers together for the year on a calendar, and we're going to ask each other to support the events being sponsored all over the country. So I'm going to coordinate the events, make contact with these guys, and do all the advertising from this end regarding Motocross 2025. As soon as we put that calendar together, I will be posting it out. I will be doing the live. I will be doing the advertisement from right here in New York. So Mr. Fredericks, Mr. Dave Young, Mr. Manly Thomas, please be on the lookout for this information as we go along. Okay. Now, on my shout-out list, which is getting bigger every week, first I want to shout out Mr. Jerry Bacchus, who has migrated back to Guyana. He's looking to set up his business there in Lethem. So we are looking forward to working with Mr. Jerry Bacchus. I'd like to say shout out to Mr. DJ Stress. I have spoken to the guy. He's awesome, energetic guy, pushing so much advertisements for the GMRC and an event that he's hosting there next Sunday. I'd like to shout out Mr. Peter Siabra, my go-to guy for information out of Guyana, Mr. Frank King, and Mr. Aubrey Sanders Claus Bettencourt. These are my everyday guy I'm in contact with on Facebook, you know, sharing information and getting, you know, information out of Guyana. So on the shout out list too is Miss Bhagwati Chanderban of Canada, who just earlier reached out to me and said, you know, the information I gave her about the races in Guyana early in the year, she will be attending that race. So you go, girl. I will try and find you when we're there. I'm sorry, on the shout out list for Mr. Manly, I'd like to shout out Mr. Cool, one of the riders that joined in and sent me some pictures later this afternoon. So shout out to Mr. Cool from the Ashalton Lethem area. In the biking department on the circuit, I'd like to shout out Mr. Ravi Singh, who's coming back after a 3-year absence. He will be racing in the street class with some of the guys that participated in the endurance racing earlier this year. He's competing against Mr. Adrian Mohar, Mr. Akeem Miller, Mr. Jermaine Chattersing, Mr. Elvin Chase, Mr. Shanghai Augustus, young Mr. David Hassan from Strathspey on the East Coast. And I've gotten word of 2 guys riding out of the US. I have spoken to one, Mr. Ray Chappell. He's US based, riding in the street class. And Mr. Joshua Ramsami, I was unable to contact. I only got that information at a late minute notice. So I will try and contact these 2 guys. But I'd like to shout out these guys that are, you know, going into the street class. The motorcycle group has, I think, a Group A and a Group B, which is being in, you know, which is the highest level, like Mr. Matthew Vera, Mr. Kevin Passad. Those are the A group guys. So you can look out for those guys in the top group of racers. So apparently there's going to be three group of motorcycle racers that day, which is Group A, Group B, and the street class. So please don't be confused. They're different classes. I don't know if they're going to run them concurrently or if they're going to break up the classes. Also, there's a big change in the way the races are being run this year. They're going to try and run one race from every event. On Saturday, you qualify and race one of your race on Saturday. And then on Sunday, you'll have the usual lap of honor and all of the races. Also, there's a big event after party planned right after. I think that's being promoted by DJ Stress. So after the races, presentation is going to be held right there at the track, and then there will be a DJ session right after with some popular DJs out of the Caribbean. I think DJ Anna is going to be there. Please don't hold me to it. It's all information, not sent to me, bits of information I pick up, off reading off of Facebook and whatever different sources I get this information from. Please do not hold me to it, but this is the general drift or the way the event is being run. Like I said, it's been a very trying year for me. I started this channel July 28th, and the purpose of the channel is to bring motor racing news out of Guyana and the Caribbean. So far, I've been able to give information or advertise or work with GMRC on their endurance race and this upcoming November race, the ENET Race of Champions, November 9th and 10th. And I am working on trying to get some inroads into the Caribbean so I can pick up some news and bring you more information out of the Caribbean next year. So that's my initial plan. I'd like to shout out my schoolmate from Mon Repos Primary School, Mr. Jeffrey Ross. We started school sometime back in 1971. So from 71 to 81, we would have been friends and still friends at this time. Hello, Mr. Jeffrey Ross, Mr. Samuel Sukram, Lance Brassy. Thank you guys for taking the time out to watch my my program. Hopefully, I'll be getting a lot more information next year from the Caribbean and make the channel somewhere you can go to for your motor racing information. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Harish Nanan, Mr. Ronald Wortman, Mr. Bim Ruston. This week I'll be for the next 4 or 5 days until I leave the country on Friday. I should be able to make a post on Friday morning before I leave. Then I'll be in Georgetown from Friday until next Monday. So I will keep posting information as I get it. Like I said, I posted up the Mazda Miata drivers out of Trinidad earlier, but then I got I got caught up with my cams guy. I was so excited. After 24 years, these guys have finally, gotten together and put one of the best, most challenging group of racers out of the U.S. so far. It's an awesome, awesome effort, and I would like to say congratulations on the work that you put in. I mean, it took 23 years of coordinated effort to get 17 drivers together and, take a team down, a pretty competitive team down to Guyana in 2024. Shout out again to Mr. Aaron Achan. I hope to see you in Guyana. Mr. Brandon Singh with the Honda Civic, I definitely will see you. And Mr. Ronald Wortman, if you got any more information, you can send me on your couple of drivers that I did not get to put in my Facebook so far. You can send that to me, please. Hello, Mr. Chet. How are you? So I guess that's about it. Like I said, sorry for the time change today. I forgot it was going to be an hour late for the guys outside of the US, and I apologize. Next Sunday, like I said, I would be at the South Dakota circuit, so no live at 5, unless I can do some kind of a miracle, which is not possible in Guyana based on my experiences so far. Anyway, guys, I would like to thank you so much, like I said, for the time and for supporting me from July 28th to now. I will be getting more information, and next year you can look forward to me getting more information out of the Caribbean. I have already made some contacts, and I'm working on getting some other contacts in Barbados and Jamaica as well. So stay tuned. Much more to come on this channel. I promise you, motorsports has been my life. It will always be a part of my life. And at this point in time, this is where I feel most comfortable. You know, at 60, I do not wish to just walk away from the sport. I have found my niche. I like advertising. I like promoting. I like putting the word out there for the younger guys, encouraging them, and you know, what wasn't done for me, I would like to do for them, which is, you know, highlight their career in motor racing. Okay, guys, thank you so much for your time, and I guess I'm gonna see you in like 2 weeks. Take care. Hello, Mr. Gerard Gomes. Thank you for watching. Mr. Rajesh Hatram, better known as Short Boy. Thank you all for your time. See you again soon. Take care. Bye.